It was fucking good. We went deep, but it was good. I think we all realised we just want to be good dads.
I'm shattered.
Good I'm fucking knackered. I got up at 3 a.m. Did I tell you? Do you know I ran 100 kilometres?
You know that Branchy got up at you don't really need to listen to all the podcasts. Branchy woke up at 3 a.m. and he ran 100 Ks.
Once upon a time.
And I'm an Ironman, and he's overcome some problems and has a online business.
Perfect. All right. This episode is brought to you by Raunchy Brewing Co. Just after we talk about alcoholism and drug addiction, it is brought to you by Raunchy Brewing Co. And it actually is good, is what their slogan is. It's actually good. It does taste good. But remember, everything in moderation and don't overdrink. And that was it. I don't think we have any other sponsors today. No, that's it. So no Delby. So I'll just say it myself. Let's get hard.
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was Hard Yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host,
Daniel Delby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
Spent 6 months maybe of last year in the US, and then got forced to take a big break from some illness. Sort of just making my way back from that sort of time off and being unfit, and sort of at a good place now, and got some racing planned for next year, so pretty excited.
Did you run in at Busso, or did you get injured, or what happened?
No, just a short prep, and me and the coach decided to just use it as like a real solid training run, and I never sort of really planned to finish the run. Just a measuring stick to see where things are at, make sure the fire was still there for me in my racing, and it sure was.
Yeah, sick.
Yep.
And you started doing the Ironmans and stuff. So before that, you hadn't done an Ironman on the very first episode. You just started your gym and all that.
I was planning the second half with Blake, and then I did the Ironman the end of 2019, and found out the same month that we were having another baby.
Yeah.
We have had, so since then we've been all fatherhood.
Yeah. Did I have a daughter then?
Yeah.
Like prior? Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4 years. Yeah. So fuck yeah, I had a daughter. So that's interesting to see where we've all come, because it changes your mindset. Hey, having a kid.
Oh man, everything changes. Like, I don't know, it just changes.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you become more sensible.
Oh yeah.
Things that you thought were like not out of line before are now out of line.
It's funny because I think like my whole mindset's changed, because at the start, and you guys would remember, my whole thing was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to fucking dominate. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to build this business and blah, blah, blah. And it was for my daughter. And then realizing at certain points I'm sacrificing time with my daughter, which is it's like it's defeating the purpose. So now my priority is my daughter. And so I've had to sacrifice other things to achieve what I want to do. So, for example, this podcast, like, you guys are there from literally fucking first day.
Day one.
You guys were there, you two, first episode. And it's obviously progressed and gone to it's where it is now. But I've set some fucking goals this year. And I said to Delby, fucking strap in, hold on, fucking jump on board, because I'm turning this into what I think it can be. And I wasn't willing, I'm still not willing to sacrifice time with my daughter to make that happen. So now what I've done is I've sacrificed other things. So I've put podcasts, for example, ahead of work, which is scary, because you're on it's a fine balance, because you still need income. Otherwise, then I still can't spend time with my daughter, because then I don't have a fucking house to look after.
You start to lose things that you sort of are your safety net.
Yeah.
Are often the hardest things to sort of start to let go, but they're also often what's holding you back.
Oh yeah. So I guess the thing I've started sacrificing the most is TV. So TV time at night, just gone. It's just gone. So as soon as Scotty's gone to bed, if I've got Scotty on my nights, I'm on the phone. I'm fucking making content for the. I don't know if you guys have seen or been abreast of the podcast lately, but I'm probably getting annoying with the amount of shit I'm posting on all different platforms. But I'm fucking that driven that it's you can't try and manifest something and try and create this new life and be the same person you were.
No, you need to change.
Yeah,
You have to change. Like, growth comes through change, and change can be scary as all fuck.
Yeah.
But it just needs to happen.
It's funny because I literally had a conversation with myself. And I think I vaguely said this to you or one of you guys on the phone the other day. And I had a conversation with myself in my own head, basically saying, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can do way better than this.
What did you answer?
So, okay, like, I'll be a little more vulnerable and more, like, open about what I was. I was stoned at the time.
Yep.
So this is, like, not in a... I don't have a problem, but I would use it to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Basically. And... You're smirking at me because I know you fucking, you know. But anyway, we'll go to that. I was stoned.
Fucking trigger warning.
Exactly. So I was stoned at the time, and I, basically, I had this conversation with myself, going, "You're fucking so much better than this. You're trying to be the best version of yourself, and you're sitting here smoking weed on a Tuesday night. What's the drive behind this? Where do you actually want to be in life? And this isn't it. Right now, you could be writing your scripts. Right now, you could be creating content. Right now, you could be fucking doing admin, emails, doing whatever you want to do to get to where you want to get. You could be going for a fucking run, like anything. It's fucking 8:30 on a Tuesday, Wednesday night. Sort your shit out."
Yeah.
And it was like it all clicked. And I've had these moments a few times, and it's not like I smoke every night or anything like that. But
So now you get stoned more?
no, I just.
I thought you said it clicked.
No, yeah, it just clicked to a point where I just went, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'll still dabble and have a drink from time to time, or I'm not gonna go as strict as you're. Very disciplined, and I'm fucking very.
7 years strong, but
7 years sober
and clean.
Yeah, and clean. Yeah, cool. And we'll go down that in a minute. But yeah, I guess. I want to be more active. I want to be fitter. I want to be healthier. I want to treat my body like a temple, because we only get one chance to this life, and your vehicle is the most important thing to having a pleasurable experience. And then, and if I don't, when it gets tough and when it gets hard, and you want to try and change the direction of your life, you're never going to do it if you keep going back to the old person you used to be.
Yeah.
That's just as simple as that. And the old person is, I'm bored, I'm at home alone, I'm just going to smoke a joint and watch a movie because it's funnier to watch it when I'm stoned. That's what it was. That's all it was. It was boredom, simple boredom. So I'm not going to achieve what I want by doing that.
Yeah, I think you've got to make real changes. And like you said, it's just got to stop and change. And it has to be for real, not just one day a week or something like that. You got to be fully committed to the change that you're going to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And I think I like the whole idea of manifestation. I reckon we probably talked about manifestation last time when you guys were both on. And I understand that it's not magic. It's changing your mindset to recognize opportunities that were there all along. And again, you're becoming a new person. So the old me would have, once Scotty's gone to bed, made dinner, watched movies, fallen asleep. Nothing. The new me has recognised that this podcast is my fucking life, and I want it to be the biggest in Australia. I've got visions of more than just a podcast that's with some mates. I want the biggest. Yeah. And it's not going to happen if I just sit there and just keep doing what I was doing before.
Well, they say nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
We'll get down to motivation and the that sort of stuff first. But I want to talk to... Oh, sorry.
Even being a part of your first podcast and we've stayed in close contact and watched each other grow. Like watching your little journey with your podcast has been it's next level.
How did you? What did you guys think with, like, for example, the 100? Because I liked giving one of you guys shit. It was you. You did a 50.
Yeah.
And I did
You did the 80.
Yeah. So I did the 80, and I liked giving you shit because I was like, oh, that's cute. Then a 50, and then I could see you sort of like, you've got the mindset where you're like, well, fuck it, I'll do an 80 as well, and then he can't hold it against me. So I was like, oh, I better do 100 now. So
Well, I think I remember talking to you.
Yeah.
About having like maybe a proper plan and things in process, and that was one of those things that went to the side, and you just went full wing it mode. But like, credit to you and the mindset that you had to get the job done. Like a lot of people couldn't have done what you done. Like running 100 Ks is not.
Nah.
You can't just waltz out and do it.
Yeah, I think that's all. I guess that's mindset and strength of character, and I'm proud to say that as well.
100% is mindset.
Yeah, because I know mechanical failure was definitely going to be the only thing that would stop me. And even then, I knew I'd be like, no. I'll walk. I'll crawl. I'll take 15 hours. 15. I'll take 25 hours, or I'll do whatever I have to do to get it done. But I'm going to get it done. So I knew mechanical failure was the only thing that was going to set me back. But I don't know. I felt like I did enough work going in. But yeah. So enough about me. Anyway, I want to go down your path to start with, because your path is very inspiring to me. You went into some dark areas in life, and then you've come out the better end, and you want to run a successful boot camp and a franchise now.
Nah, not a franchise.
Not a franchise, or you're sort of like you're the original, and then you branding out.
Got some good friends that just we help them out.
Yeah. So okay, as long as you don't care going that deep, like where did what was the dark points of your life that you've come from? Because where you are now is just a shining light compared to what you've told me you've been through.
Look, man, you've put me on the spot. Like I'm like deeply ashamed of my past. Some of the things I've done, the person that I was. I think there's a lot of people out there that probably still see me as that person as well. And there's some shit that I've done that like I'll carry forever. Like I just can't shake. I just can't shake it. I can't believe that I was that guy. And there's some of those things like I won't go there. On this, I just won't. I can't. Just fear of judgment.
Yeah.
It's not an ego thing. It's just like fear of judgment.
Where you've come from, and
things I've done. But like I was born into addiction. My mum is an alcoholic. She's still out there. I don't see her anymore because of it. And I suffered as a kid at her. She was very violent. And we were taken away from her. Like me and my sister were removed from her care, given to my dad. And my dad, he chucked me in boarding school and went off overseas. And by this point, that boarding school was like my 7th school.
Fuck.
So I was always like that new kid, like trying to fit in. And I was 13 at this point, 13, 14. And that's when like drugs and alcohol kind of started to surface for me. I think for most probably teens, that's kind of when it happens.
Bring that a bit closer, sorry, mate.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I was like good at it. That was it.
Good at drugs.
I was good
And alcohol.
Good at taking drugs, and I was good at drinking alcohol, and I could do lots of them, and I could last longer.
Yeah.
And I basically thought I was a fucking tough guy.
Yeah.
I thought I was like real hardcore, and I thought that all the people around me respected me and admired me for being this person, and I just did anything and everything. Like I've literally tried everything. And I left high school and I watched my mates getting jobs, getting apprenticeships, going to uni, getting girlfriends, buying houses, and I was like couch surfing, hocking shit at cashies, living out the back of a car. And I realised the hard way that like nobody respected me at all. Like I was the joke, I was a scapegoat, I was the guy that was never going to fucking do anything, he was never going to make it.
Yeah.
But like I had a lot of trauma that I was trying to process from the stuff that had happened in my childhood, things that I'd witnessed, things that I'd been through, abuse from my own parent, domestic abuse that I'd witnessed, and other things. And
because trauma's a pretty underlying issue for most addiction problems, or actually, I shouldn't say addiction because
addiction doesn't discriminate, but it's a vast majority of people have trauma.
Yeah. So just I talk about the word addiction in regards to, we've had a guest on before, a psychologist, who said we shouldn't be calling it addiction, we should be calling it dependence, because dependence is a very normal thing. We're all dependent on something. And he used the example of a phone. Take away someone's phone and see the withdrawals we go through. Dr. Stephen Bright, and he was dead right. And it becomes a very normal thing instead of making people feel even worse for the word addiction, dependence, but makes it a bit more. Not that these things are great, but it's a less judgmental sort of way of looking at it.
I don't want to dumb it down. It's fucking addiction to me. And I see it all the time.
But so many people get addicted to different things.
Yeah.
But the addiction to me is something that when it becomes detrimental to everything else around you.
Yep.
Right? When you're addicted to it. So, when you could use training as an example, when your training becomes so addictive that you put it before your kids.
Yeah,
you put it before your family. You'll go to the gym you'll pay your gym membership before you'll pay the electricity bill.
Yeah.
Then it's a fucking problem.
What was your point where you just went, I need to sort my shit out, or I need to get better? Or did you have, because in situations like that, and Blake, I know you've had a pretty dark past in those sorts of areas as well, like, and feel free to comment as well, like, is there a moment where you just, like I had my little self conversation, where you just go, fucking, you can be better, you can be better than this?
Well, it was interesting to me before, you were describing some stages, and then you were like, and then you realised.
I didn't realise for another fucking 10 years post that. I couldn't stop for 10 years post that. I sort of realised because I was losing friends.
Yeah.
People were turning their back on me. People didn't want to hang out with me anymore. People didn't want to stay up all night off their head. They had jobs to go to the next day. And I was just becoming a bit of a looper, and I was just a bit of a fucking downer to be around, really. Like,
is there like a clear light bulb moment where you were like, fuck?
It didn't happen like that. I got into
and that wouldn't happen like that for a lot of people as well, would it?
Yeah.
It'd be a slow battle.
Yeah, but I think I feel like there's always, I've been through it myself, and I feel like there's, maybe I knew I had a problem for a while, and there was one thing that happened that was like, fuck.
Well, I went to 3 detoxes. I even went to Greylands for a little bit.
Yeah, wow.
And that sort of wasn't enough. I'd sort of dry out, come out, and then once the drugs had stopped, I picked up booze, and alcohol caused me so many more problems than the drugs had done. I just turned into a fucking animal.
But it's quite a common thing, hey? Like, people trying to overcome one addiction, and then all that happens is that it gets replaced with something else.
Yeah, they say I swapped the witch with the bitch.
Yeah.
And I just fucking drank like I'd never drunk before, like every fucking day.
So what was it prior to the alcohol problems? Was it a range of drugs?
It was meth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried everything, but
that was the hard one.
Look, I evolved with that drug. So you go from Dexies to speed, you go from speed to meth, and then you went to meth to ice, And I've just been around. I'm that old that I saw the evolution of that drug. And the ice was like late. Like everyone's fucked on that stuff now.
Oh, man.
But that wasn't even the start of my journey. Like smoking ice was like not even a thing. Like it just wasn't a thing back then. But you know, I guess old timers now like me, 41. Yeah, it was meth back then.
But you're a great example of how you can get out of the not the rat race, but you can get out of the cycle.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like, this is what happened, right? I basically drank alcoholically from the age of 23 to 29. I got in so much legal problems. I was up on 3. I got done for assault. I got done for GBH. I went full week in court.
I got them too.
Yep, got suspended prison terms, got community-based orders, got all the stuff, and then I went and I fucking did it again, and I sold to someone else, and I still drank. It wasn't enough, and I went out one night and I destroyed my car. I was like wrecking on average 1.2 cars a year by this point. Honestly, I worked it out. So I wrecked a car. I woke up in blackout at another police station. My alcohol reading was 0.24. And because I was in so much trouble, I thought I was going to go to jail. And I basically borrowed $50 off my ex, bought a bottle of vodka, went home, took a fistful of sleeping pills, and woke up handcuffed to a bed in Charles Gardner Hospital with a security officer at the front. I've never shared that before, but that was...
and I definitely appreciate you doing that, but you don't have to go in.
That was my moment. Luckily for me, before I did that, I'd left a message on my dad's phone. So he was in Tanzania, and I don't remember doing it, but I left him this voicemail, and he called the cops in Perth, and they kicked in my front door. And
so it was a distressful phone call, or one that caused him enough concern to get you in.
Oh, it's pickled.
Yeah.
Like even then, you say like none of us are under any pressure here to share anything.
No,
and James has like felt that's come up, and I also think that's like sign of he's still growing.
Yeah.
Because like look what he's done now, and he's in a good place, and it's still something he hasn't shared, and now he's shared it. It's more growth.
Is that because I feel like you've said this before, someone said it to me before, but you're never out, or you're always an addict, or something along those lines.
I know that now. That was the sort of start for me to change. Like my dad still didn't know I'd got out of hospital by this point, and he rocked up at my front door, and but that was the start. That was like the moment. That was the start, and I was 29. I'm 41 now, and I said before 7 years. So it hasn't been smooth sailing. No, I've had some hiccups, and
that's probably important to know that that's okay to have these setbacks.
I think we discussed it. Like it's okay to make mistakes on the journey.
Yeah.
But you've got to take ownership of them.
Yeah, I went back to the meth.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking, but still wanted to go out and hang out with everyone. Knew that I was going to be a fucking animal if I drank. So I went back to the gear, and I ended up in rehab. So
is this my experience is not with meth in having it, but like having some people close to me go through the problems. The people around them, when they tried a few times to get off, the people around them were very supportive. It's like as in the people who were also in the same sort of circles of addicted to meth. And
do you think it's a comfort thing? Like it makes...
I don't know, and this is the question I want to ask. Like, do you think the people around know that it's fucked, but they love it still? I don't know, or the addiction just overrides that sort of knowledge of it's not good for you.
I mean, you can't stop until you're ready. Like, you can have all the support and all the love in the world from family, friends, the fucking government, anyone. But if you don't want to stop, you ain't going to stop. It's I don't know. I just know I'm wired differently. I've got friends that I've used to use with that could stop and go to work on a Monday morning.
Functioning.
Yeah, like, and even when I was drinking, like, I'd wake up from a blackout and be in a panic. Like, what have I done? How did I get here? What do I do? And I'd go and pace outside of bottle shops at like 8:30 in the morning, getting shitty that they weren't opening on time because I needed to buy. Where's my service here?
Yeah.
But who the fuck drinks at 9 o'clock on a fucking Monday morning?
Except on a Mad Monday.
Mad Mondays are that's another episode.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that's right. And so recognizing you have that problem, what's it like? So you said you had setbacks. You obviously check yourself into a rehab or a detox, and then
No, I got out of Perth. I called my dad, went to the UK. I just had to make that change and
really, so
Yeah.
just removed yourself completely.
So I did my rehab in England.
So because you do a fair amount of work with rehabilitation now.
Yeah.
And who's that with?
So I do work with Tenacious House.
Yep.
So they're a men's rehab in Bullsbrook
Yeah.
area. So so I stay connected to that. And they, I say it's because I want to help other people, but it's selfishly I do it so that I can remember
Yeah.
how fucked up it is when you are in those early days
Yeah.
and how bad it was.
But you're also using your experience.
Yeah, like, man.
Like, you're definitely helping people. Like, you
Bro,
can't.
do you know the success rate? It is so fucking small. Like, I've had to get so hardened to helping people that you just don't put your fucking self out there anymore. It is so hard.
And so we've spoken to a couple of doctors and a few people, psychologists, about this on the pod itself. But when you've got friends going through that sort of situation, and time and time again, and they keep going back, and it becomes, and I've gone through it as well, where my friends, I felt like giving up, and half did, like on some really close people in my life, and they're good now. And they've had some fucked up things happen, but they're good now. And I guess it took I don't know.
What's good now, man?
They're clean.
Yeah,
they're clean. They're functioning parents again and whatnot, and they're doing really well with it as well, which is great. But I felt like giving up, and not felt like did. Every now and then go back to try and helping, and then you're gonna fuck this, I can't do it, and you get angry. And and I've got another friend going through this at the moment as well. Like he messaged today asking, like, what am I meant to do here? Like, is this a life lesson? Is this a test from the universe? Like, am I meant to? This person's reaching out for help, and I've tried to help them so many times, and I've been stung so many times. Like, what am I meant to do?
Yeah, but are you helping them, or are you enabling them?
Yeah, and that's exactly right. So
That's interesting. Like, what do you mean there?
Like, there becomes a point where, like, you're just enabling them to continue to use. If they continue to do the same shit and they continue to burn you and they continue to take the piss, you're just enabling them to continue to use. There has to become a point where you just go, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Like, you've burnt me that many times. I'm done. I'm just enabling you to continue to fucking burn me and to continue to use and fuck me over in the process.
And how much do you think something like the decriminalisation of drug use and certain things like this, how much do you think that could help contribute to...
I think there's too much lack of understanding about what decriminalisation of drugs actually means. Because you say that and it sounds like, well, drugs are legal now.
Yeah.
But that's not what actually...
Yeah, huge difference between decriminalisation and legalisation.
Yes.
Because legalization is, drugs are legal. You can use them. Decriminalise it just means you don't get the criminal record. Things are a little more. You don't go to jail. Those sorts of things. Is that the? I know there's pros to it, and we've had people come on and speak about it. There is pros and cons to it, but it seems to be that decriminalising has far more positive effects than negative effects.
So what they think that going to jail makes it worse?
Nah, what it is like if you're like an ex-junkie and you've got your life together now, but you have a record on you, your life's still fucked.
Yeah.
Right? So every time I go for any major, don't go for job interviews and stuff anymore, but when I did, I'd have to give this 2-page bloody document of all these charges that I've got from my drinking days.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, they were all drinking related.
Yeah.
So any offences that I had that were drug related were as a minor, so they're not on there.
Okay.
That's just fucking dumb luck though.
Yeah.
So, but there are people that have got, like I've got friends that have got like possession charges, right? But for someone who's like been they could have 20 years up since they've used don't drink, don't take drugs, but they've still got that charge there. Still comes up. And to some people, a lot of people, they're a fucking scumbag for it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that demonisation of the person instead of understanding the problem or the trauma behind it or the reasons behind why they've turned to the drug. Because do you think that's often overlooked? Because, again, the people that were close to me, I'm not using them as an example because that's all my experience is with it, but they had underlying traumas that contributed to their downfall. So are we meant to continue that compassion for them and just understand that there's a reason for it? They're not just fucking drop kicks who just went, I'm going to take drugs for no reason. They were trying to escape what was going on.
So you think like it started off as an outlet and then becomes...
Well, it's like it can start off as an outlet with anything. It can start fucking TV, fucking triathlon training, whatever it ends up fucking being. You use that as your addiction. That's something you're trying to escape. Whatever is wrong. Like a perfect example was me with my separation. The idea of being alone, I guess, was triggering a little bit, and it was not triggering, but it made me feel like low, I guess. And so I'd keep myself busy by working or by catching up with mates or girls or fucking drinking or whatever, smoking. Like these were all things I used to keep myself occupied instead of addressing the real issue until I realised, no, fuck, I got to just be alone. I got to be sober. I got to do it. And I did it for like 6 weeks. Yeah. And it was fucking hard. The first 3 or 4 weeks, you're like, I just want to call a mate just to catch up. But as soon as I got used to being alone, then it was okay. Then I was like, I've dealt with that. And now I want to hang out with people, not because I'm trying to distract myself from the pain I'm in. I'm hanging out with them because I fucking want to hang out with them. Yeah,
which is interesting because I guess since the first podcast we done, you've been through a lot yourself as well.
Yeah.
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 And grown and...
Come on, you put me on the spot.
No, well, everyone's heard it on the podcast. Like I talk about it a lot. It's for the better for me. It's a learning experience, just like I guess yours isn't a learning experience. Yours is probably a lot more harsh and darker than mine, but it's a learning experience that I think it promotes growth, and you can learn and grow from these sorts of situations. I like to find positives in negatives, and some people might say I'm overly optimistic or and try to find the positives in everything, but I think that's the way you got to be.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't just see the negatives and fucking dwell on them. You got to use what has happened and then use that as an opportunity to grow and move forward.
Yeah, well, I guess if you just focus on that negative energy, it's going to grow.
Yeah.
I believe it will manifest. You know, like if you definitely have like more of a positive outlook on everything and try and understand that, you know, bad things happen, but good things will come out of them. You know, it's it's definitely interesting.
That's hard. I instinctively gravitate towards the negative.
Yeah.
My wife was the biggest testament. You probably saw it coaching me. Like I don't even know I'm doing it.
Mm.
I'm not a naturally positive person.
What do you think that is?
Probably just a bit fucked in the head. No, I don't, it's probably just I know what it is. It's the way I was brought up. It was the things that were instilled into me as a child. There was a lot of negativity continually pushed down onto me. I was always told what I was doing wrong was not what I was doing right. You know, I have, if I have a bust up with the missus, which, you know, we all have from time to time, a lot of my reactions towards the situation is based on the trauma from my childhood. I shut down and I get real negative and, you know, and everything's fucking bad and I catastrophize. And it's just instinctive. I fight to not be that way. If I'm trying to help somebody else, I'm very different. But when it involves me, I'm instantly gravitate towards a negative.
It's interesting.
You know? And like how many times did I ring you? I'm not doing it, I'm chucking it in, I can't fucking do this.
Well, how long did we work together? I think
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
So chucking what in
races.
the training for the Ironmans?
Yeah, not doing it. Can't do it. I'm chucking it all in. And
and it's funny because like on paper as a coach looking at him and looking at the training, you're like, oh yeah, things are going well. And then I'd have a call with him and he'd be like, things are fucked. And I'm like, oh, I think they're pretty good. Like, and then like, you know, I learned that was, I had to help coach him into like looking at things a different way and showing him like, but not telling him that he was doing okay, just showing him the path and trying to let him go down it himself and you know, like not everything's negative. It's not always bad.
That was I was drawn to Blake because I mean I knew of him as a professional, but I knew of his past as well. Yeah, I'd seen an interview with him online prior, and we sat down and we talked, and he was pretty open about where he'd come from, and I gave him some insight into me. But he didn't fucking sugarcoat it. Like he didn't he didn't fucking baby me, or I don't know what the word is.
It's going to be beautiful. Like,
yeah.
It's going to be just raisy peachy little trip down there.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. You know, like just get on with it, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's that tough love approach is what works for me, and that tough love is what I give back now as well. Like I'm pretty fucking brutal with people.
Yeah. Yeah, blunt, honest.
But it's hard in today's society. It's taken so out of context. Do you agree? Like,
right,
you're the worst. You're an asshole, or you're the worst dude in the world.
But you know
like
what? Talking with addiction, though, I don't give a fuck because you're talking life and death.
Do you think that sort of stuff is 100%? But do you think that sort of stuff is a result of things like instant gratification? People just want things then and there, and they also want to be babied. They're fucking entitled. And it's only going to get worse.
It is, because do you think we're breeding this into like we're teaching this into the younger generation?
Yeah,
like
who's
participation medals.
Yeah, but even maybe we don't. No, we'll go down this path. Like, so you guys are health-driven people. Like, you're not even allowed to suggest that being fat is unhealthy anymore. Like, we talk about fat shaming, for example. I'd never fat shame someone. Like, someone being fat that's not worth having a crack at them about.
Well, I'll tell you
But to be that the whole idea of body positivity, I think, is just as bad as shaming them. So it shouldn't be a factor of like, it's okay that you're fat. It should be, you don't make fun of them, but then support them to get healthy, because being overweight is not a healthy thing to like. Do you understand what?
Yeah.
Where I'm going with that?
I can say clearly that like I got fat and overweight, and because no one even close to me would call it out, I got comfortable with it, and then obviously it becomes a cycle.
Yeah.
And I got fatter and fatter.
Yeah.
And it took like my best mate, my very best mate at the time. He was my best mate, one of my best men at my wedding.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you've got dimples on the backside of your knuckle. He's like, you're fat.
Yeah.
And, I think maybe he could have sugarcoated it a little.
Yeah.
But he laid it down, and that's one of a clear cut time to me where some things had to change.
Well, how do you address it though? Because like, if you were to just go up and say, "Look, mate, you're overweight," maybe we can work on that. That's a nice way of doing it, but that might not fucking trigger anyone. If you go, "Mate, you're fucking unhealthy. You're setting a bad example for your kids." Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah.
That might trigger them. But then, is that a bit too much? Like, are you just? I don't know.
Like he's just said, right. That was someone having the balls to say it to him,
The
and
best.
not worry about his feelings.
It was one of the best things that
Right.
ever happened to me.
And look at him now. He's a pro, right? On the hard yarns, bro. Like he's made it. Right. But
if I could throw this mic down now, I would.
the same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Right. I was fucking huge. I was 110 kilos. I had no fucking neck, man. Like I was so obese from alcohol. And a GP who's known me my whole life did the same thing. You're fat.
Yeah.
Right. And my ex was there. You can't say that to him. He goes, but he is, and he needs to hear it.
Yeah.
And then someone at work, I lost a bit of weight, and then someone at work said the same thing. He says, "You're walking around carrying fucking 2 dozen oranges, mate, like all the time. You're fat." And it was the trigger that I needed. Like, don't sugarcoat it.
Because that works for some people.
But you can't. You're right. You can't.
But they end up in a comfort cycle, and it just gets worse, and they get further from.
Yeah,
getting
I totally agree as well. I'm the hard love sort of bloke.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it to someone else, would you? I wouldn't go up to someone and go, "You're fat," unless they were in the rehab. That's different. Right, but it is.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go up and say it. And is that
No, because you've just said it. You can't. You can't anymore.
I don't know. It's probably braver and stronger to be able to do it, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it's all in the delivery.
Yeah. I mean, telling someone they're fat and that's not going to be good for their health is not an easy conversation to have with someone.
The thing is, they probably know they are.
But you can tell the difference between someone, who's like a solid build and pretty healthy, looks different to someone who's just like maybe the same size but unhealthy.
Yeah, well, I look at myself at the moment, and I've put a lot of work into getting back to a fitter, healthier lifestyle that I wanted to set example. I didn't want to preach certain things and then not live by what I was preaching. So I've still got a little bit to go. Like I've got not that I care about the look, the vanity. That's great. That's a great byproduct of it. You look a bit better and whatnot. But I want to feel better. And I want to be able to function at the highest potential that I can. And if that means I exercise better, I eat better, I drink more water. Even the water I drink, I filter it now. It's fucking going through about 4 filters, and it's been pumped with a heap of new minerals and whatnot. I'm just making sure I do everything right to be the best version of myself.
But none of this is presented to us.
No.
Like no one tells you don't drink the water in Ashby that comes straight out your tap.
Yeah.
That's chlorifying, like the solidifying on your taps, and they don't work anymore. And like you've got to change the shower head every 6 months because the thing's clogged up.
Yeah,
like something's wrong.
Yeah,
100%. You shouldn't be drinking it.
No, I totally agree. That was as soon as I my shower head clogged up, and I looked at what was on the end of it, and I'm like, you're drinking that, and I know what else is in there, and I understand we've got to clean it.
Yeah, what do you call that? It's like calcification.
Calcification from the chlorine, I think. The fluoride in there, I'm not too big a fan of either. And then I just wanted better water, so that's actually been a huge factor in my flip of like mindset.
I'm off mains now, anyways.
You're groundwater.
I don't drink groundwater, bro.
What is it?
We got rainwater.
Rainwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Massive rainwater tanks.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like as I went down to
we've run out fucking 3 times this summer already.
but it just tastes better and everything's better. I went down to Albany over New Year's, and I climbed fucking Bluff Knoll and all that, and had a nice active sober start to the year, which was kind of cool. But my uncle lives on a farm and he's all rainwater. It's all natural. There's no reception out there, and you just feel better.
Yeah, do you think it's different phases that you go through as well? Like, I feel like, like I've got a nice water filter that filters at a few different stages.
Yep.
The water tastes great.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, these days my mates will walk in and oh, man, like, the filtered water, like, that's a great idea. But I feel like maybe 10 or 15 years ago, my mates would have walked in and went, like, what the fuck do you buy a filter for? Like, just drink the tap water.
Yeah.
I think it's changing the way we look at things. Or do you think that's age?
Maybe. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Maybe age. It might be age.
Information.
Yeah.
Like, information. There's more information now. It's fucking in your face all the time.
You care more about you care. It's funny. The older you get,
come on, bro. I used to drink out of the fucking hose. Like,
yeah, same.
Mate.
But like, the older you get, I guess you're sort of presented more with the mortality of your life and the finiteness of your life. So you're sort of like, oh well, I want to look after myself as best as possible, and then also, when you're young, you can have, drink, eat, whatever the fuck you want.
Resilience.
And it just fucking shreds off. It doesn't matter. And I was sucked into that whole routine. I used to eat like shit, drink so much, pop fucking Advil and medications like it was nothing, because I trained 3 or 4 nights a week and I did weights and gym and I was ripped. I was like, nah, I'm healthy. But what I was putting in my body was not helping contribute to that health at all. It was the fact that I was working it all off. I was playing football. So if I wasn't doing that, I would have, I know what happens because I kept on eating and drinking and doing what I was doing after I finished football. And 6 months later, I went, what the fuck is this bloke? Like, where's he come from?
Uh-huh.
But, you start to adapt and you start to change your sort of healthy lifestyle and whatnot. So
my brain's going in circles at the moment. He's talking about drinking out of hoses.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about 15 years on a building site
Yeah.
of like 30 meters of plastic hose sitting there in the sun, and like, every 15 minutes you turn it on and take a big gulp out of it.
Leaching fucking whatever into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, my mind's going everywhere at the moment because I've been up since 3 a.m, our time, I guess, because just came from Melbourne today. So I don't know where I'm going with any of these conversations.
So it's like 12:15 in Melbourne now.
Yeah. So So what, I mean, yeah, so I got up at 3 in the morning our time, basically, and I'm still going. But, yeah.
Could be worse, Branchy. You could be smoking bongs on a Tuesday night on the couch on your own.
Watching TV.
100%.
Getting the munchies.
This is it. Like, I'd rather be out here doing and creating and trying to fucking be a better person. But, this shouldn't be. This podcast keeps going back to me. But I've got this opinion. You guys might not buy into this one, but for me, we're just like this. We're here very temporarily, very short time. And we're just the universe experiencing itself in an infinite number of places at an infinite number of times from an infinite number of perspectives. And I'm just one of those fucking points of light, or whatever you want to fucking call it. And if I'm only here temporarily and I'm an infinite being that's going to be here forever, if I'm only here temporarily, why wouldn't I make my experience here as adventurous and as fun and as enjoyable as possible? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're taught that you should leave school, get a job, buy a house, get married, have a kid, and stay put. And I think we should do quite the opposite. I've got 2 young daughters now and trying to teach them that like anything's possible, and you don't have to do that stuff. You can do whatever you want. You can think it or dream it. I believe you can go and do it.
It's funny because I spoke to a mate of mine, Husey, and we were chatting about that exact thing, and we were talking about the fact that I want to get it, and he's noticed it and he's been seeing it, and I said the message I want to drive to my daughter is that you can do anything in life. Anything you want to do, you can do it. And then I don't want to be, pushed with the question by her, so why haven't you?
Yes.
So if if I'm pushing that message and I'm not doing it myself,
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
what the
So maybe you
what
just
the
need,
fuck sort of example am I? You know, like
maybe you need to use it as a check for yourself. Like, am I, you know, am I doing what I want?
Well, hold on. I want to play this back, right?
Mm.
Right. We met. You may have met him before, but that first meeting with him,
Yeah.
right? Dome
Cafe, yep.
in Wanneroo.
Wanneroo Dome
Right.
Cafe.
Yeah.
And you'd fucking found him somewhere
Mm.
who, you know, you're a sucker for.
He
a lot.
posted on Facebook saying, I want a videographer, and I was like,
Right,
I
so
can
you're
fucking
right.
do it.
James, come meet this guy. Tell me your opinion. He wants a shot, right? And you sat there then
Mm.
and fucking spilled out all this shit that you wanted to do.
Mm.
And you were, what, sheet metal?
Sheet metal fabricator.
Right? Work in a factory. You did some stuff for him.
Mm.
You did some stuff for me.
Yep.
And then you came to us. Me, my wife have met you.
Yep.
Sat down. You talked it out. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And you fucking did it.
Yeah.
I remember getting the message when you said, I'm packing it in.
So
This is it. I'm doing this full time. You're doing it.
So it's quite funny because I don't know if you remember, but the day I told my boss I was quitting my job, we did our first podcast.
Did
That
we do
was-
it that day?
That was that night.
Was it?
I think
After.
you talked about it on the podcast,
Yeah.
didn't you?
So the night we had did my first podcast, it was like a new beginning.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like this is. It's quite serendipitous that you two are on because I've got this new mindset. I've got this fucking new drive, this
Fran,
new
I'm-
ambition.
I've said it to you off numerous times how fucking proud I am of you that you fucking took the plunge and you did it, right? Because people don't have the balls to do it.
It's pretty scary as well.
It is fucking
is, man.
scary.
Mm.
You know, it's the same with your coaching, Blake.
I look at it now and I'm like, and I've got to admit myself that I do want to. I probably haven't let go of the concreting, but like, you know, things like I
Hey,
feel.
thank fuck I didn't let go of the IT, eh?
Otherwise, we wouldn't
before
we wouldn't have any videoing going.
yeah.
I kind of I kind of felt like, I think I spoke with you and I felt like I got myself in a position where the coaching was going well, the racing was going well, and I could, you know, I was pretty much done with it. But I mean, everybody blames COVID, don't they?
And then bang, COVID.
Bang.
Yep. Yeah.
But
But it is.
But I feel like I was stuck at home, and you know, at the end of the day, my family comes first, and I had to put food on the table.
Mm.
And if that meant pulling the trailer out of the garage to go lay some concrete, that's what we had to do.
I remember coming and seeing you once when you were on it, doing your concrete in your BK shirt, and you came over to me and go, oh, fuck, this shit.
Oh,
But yeah, you do it for your family.
but you got it, yeah, you do. Like,
Yeah.
they'll always come first to me, no matter what. Like,
Yeah, the fear of, like, so when it came to COVID, the vax thing was my biggest issue, and that was like, I was able to get through some of the tough times that we had, you know, where, you know, being in lockdown, or I went through my fucking separation through COVID lockdown, so I was by myself in fucking lockdowns, which was pretty.
but I do think, do you
average,
agree
but-
that we had it pretty easy here?
Oh, 100%, 100%,
I
which
think
is
we had a picnic. I don't even think we experienced it like
yeah,
anywhere else.
my
did.
sister was in Victoria for it, and she
Yeah.
had it pretty hard. My old man was in England.
Yeah.
They had it pretty rough as well.
And that was my perspective of it. Like, I thought what was going on was bullshit. But my issue was, and I also had perspective thinking, well, fuck, it could be way worse. You know, we could be in fucking Sydney or Victoria. But
How did it affect you, like with your podcast? Because you still have social media, you still have
So-
the internet, you can still put content out.
yeah. So event, filming, marketing, those sorts of things basically went out the door.
Yep.
Regardless of vaccination status, that just all stopped. The government gave us the funding and stuff, you know, whatever.
Yep.
That obviously helped. But what was the concern was, like, everything I had worked towards building and creating was potentially going to be just gone if I didn't fucking get this vaccination. And I wasn't convinced I wanted to get it. And the fear of losing everything, but not only losing everything that I built, but losing my daughter because I can't fucking keep paying rent in the house that I'm at, and all these sorts of things.
Yeah.
That was pushing me towards the fact where okay, I'm gonna have to go get it, and I nearly did, and then obviously everything fucking fell through, and then now it's all good. Now I'm 4 times more less likely to get COVID or a severe reaction or die than anyone who got jabbed. So fucking suck a fat one. But
that's one we'll steer away from that rabbit hole, eh?
yeah, that's a fucking That's
a deep one.
That's a deep rabbit hole. Yeah, because I was waiting for Novavax.
Yeah.
That was the one I was waiting for. But that sort of fear end up being quite a big driving force behind me, because it made me realize, fuck, I'm afraid of losing it. That's how much I love it.
Yeah.
That's how much I want it, and that's how much I want to keep it.
It shows how I don't know, like how resilient you are as a person, that you could still stand your ground and not get the vaccine.
Because, well, in that situation, it was also, okay, if I lose everything, I'll just go back to sheet metal. I couldn't even go back to sheet metal because you had to be vaxxed to work in a...
Did you get... You got real sick, didn't you?
No, I was fine, but we did make the choice. Like I spent a lot of time looking at it and assessing it myself. And as you said, you got access to a lot more information these days than previous times where the place where we've been through vaccinations. I was like, I just wanted to make my own decision. I was happy with anyone who wanted to go get it.
Yeah.
But I also respected someone who didn't want to go get it.
I didn't want to go get it.
Yeah.
I'd like pushed to the absolute
limit
to not get it, and then I ended up getting two because I wanted to go and see my nan.
Yep.
In the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it, and I was in hospital with one of them.
Really?
My whole fucking arm shut down.
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
And this is the thing, like, especially like men in our age bracket, we're obviously in a risk category for like myocarditis and whatnot, which is obviously, that was a concern for me, but it wasn't the driving factor behind me not having it. I was just like, I'm a young, healthy person who's not in a risk category at all. I'm going to be fine. And you can't show me any data that suggests it won't stop me from spreading it to my grandparents. So I'm not having it for the safety of others because it's not going to stop. That was it. That was as simple as that. I was like, well, I'm a hippie, man. I'm fucking like, I'm very, natural health. Your body is your temple, sort of thing. Like, just eat right and whatnot, and you'll be fine. That's how I approached it. And so, like, the people who fucking got vaccinated and just went about their lives and didn't do anything else to be a more healthier version of themselves as well. Yeah. They're fucking cunts. Because like me, I got COVID. I didn't get it fuck all bad, but like that's because as soon as I started getting symptoms, and I was actually in prep, making sure I was going to be, in the best condition possible to handle it. But I make sure I was fit and healthy, make sure I was drinking a lot of water, make sure I had plenty of vitamin D and plenty of zinc. And fucking
it's
bang.
Funny how
it's funny like that. Like I felt completely fine.
But it was just, you were like, go get the vax. It wasn't like, go get the vax and maybe make some health conscious decisions about your life.
100%.
And maybe get a bit healthy and like help everything that's going to happen,
Still hasn't.
There's still
no push.
There's still no promotion for your health.
You know why? Because that's fat shaming.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say this because I got a really funny story. So I was out training, riding my bike, and I'm doing exercise, so I don't have to wear a mask. It's when the mask mandates are on.
Yep.
I wasn't for the mask mandates anyway. I didn't.
Well, they didn't work.
Yeah. I had my own opinion. If someone wanted to wear it, I respect that too.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm getting off my bike at the petrol station.
You weren't going to be one of those cockheads in the middle of a park walking their dog by themselves wearing a mask.
Oh, I still see it now.
It's fucked.
Driving the car by themselves with the mask on. But anyway, I pull up at this servo. I'm out exercising, working on my health. Mm-hmm. And there's a lady who is clearly overweight, had a mask hanging down around her chin, smoking a cigarette.
Oh, my God.
Had the largest Slurpee that you could possibly buy from the service station, and then proceeded to go, excuse me, where's your mask?
Fuck off.
On my way in, and I was just like,
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I said, I think you've probably got more to worry about than me breathing the air.
So the masks, and the funny thing about the masks, which is hilarious. So unless you're wearing the, whatever, M95 or whatever that fucking type of mask.
Which was out of stock.
which was out of stock. Unless you're wearing that, that's the only part that's effective. Also, you have to change that one every 20 minutes or something. You
Yeah.
can't touch it. You can't get it wet on the inside. So so every 20 minutes you got to put a new one on. And for it to be effective, you also have to be showing symptoms. So and in that case, it's still only 15% effective. So what the fuck am I wearing one for if I don't have symptoms, I'm not sick, and it's not even the right mask?
And then all of a
It's
sudden,
theatre.
there's a war, a big court case, something else going on, and wow, COVID's gone.
Yeah, fucking
It's
God.
just the flu now.
Well, the flu disappeared for a while.
It did.
There was no flu.
Ah, funny that. Classic. But yeah, treating your body like a temple, not treating it like a temple, but just
Yeah, I just
doing the
don't.
right things.
I talk with both my daughters about this, like trying to give them the tools to make the right decisions. You say treat it like a temple. I'm like, to an extent, I still believe you got to live and experience stuff and that. And I just like, I teach my daughter maybe this in moderation is better than it all the time.
Yeah.
But still leave the choice to them.
And then don't judge yourself for having like a dabble in fucking chocolate cake
Yeah.
or a couple of beers or whatever it is. So for me, if I was drinking regularly, like every weekend or on weeknights and whatnot, and then I wake up hungover and it was a regular cycle, that's where I start to feel like this is horseshit. I need to fucking sort my shit out. But my lifestyle changed. I drank fuck all the last couple of years, pretty sparingly. So now if I drink and I wake up hungover, it's that was fun. Like that was an experience. Okay, back to normal. Like it's something I don't judge myself for anymore.
And it's interesting you were saying that because obviously you were talking about your alcohol addiction before and like being the type of alcoholic that's waiting at the bottle shop for it to open and like getting pissed off that it's not open because you want to drink all day, every day. And then you're talking about drinking and, like maybe it fucks your life every weekend. It's another form of alcohol being a problem. I think people need to realise that you don't need to be drinking every day, dusk till dawn, to have a problem with the alcohol, and that's the same as me.
It's been so motivating not drinking. And when I say not drinking, I had some drinks the other night, but I mean as in broadly, not
in general,
Yeah, and just in general, not drinking and waking up motivated and ready to go and ready to be better and whatnot. And not even that. Just what if I want to wake up and go for a walk or, to the park with my daughter and watch her play on the playground and feel good? That's good as well. That's great. So the not drinking thing is becoming I'm addicted to it.
Your last drink though, like, why did you drink? What were you doing?
So last night I had a beer at the MCG. It was my first time at the MCG. I had a beer.
I can see that.
Beer and a burger.
You grew up watching footy.
Yeah.
Watch heaps of the MCG and you're finally there.
But yeah. So you're trying to make a point there though? Like,
yeah, I'm like, socialising.
Yes.
It's what people seem to do. And it's so, like, not drinking, it's so fucking awkward.
So I was actually quite worried about this trip to Melbourne because I'd set myself, I'm like, I'm going to drink fuck all. Like, I might have one beer here, one beer there, like over the next 6 months, but I'm not drinking, I'm not getting drunk. And I couldn't foresee anything over the next 4 to 5 to 6 months where like a wedding or something where I might get my arm twisted to go get drunk. I couldn't see that, except for Melbourne was potentially like, my mate, she's flying me over there for her business, her partner over there. I don't know him too well. I don't know if I feel like, he's a bloke. He probably just wants to go, we'll go have a few beers and he'll twist my arm. We'll go to the pub. And I was like, fuck, that's probably going to happen. And then we got there, went to the pub, went for a dinner with his kid, like just to, like, he was daddy daycare that day. And then he's like, what do you want? You want a beer? And I was like, yeah, I'll have a beer, yeah. Bugger it, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, I don't really drink, so I'll just get a lemon lime bitters. And I was like, nah, I was only going to have one to have a beer with you. And then I realised, fuck, I'm going back on what I said just to
be social.
Just to be social. And I was so glad because he went up to go get it and I called him back and said, no, actually, no, don't get a beer. Like, just get a water and a lemon lime bitters. And
it's so much easier to let him,
yeah.
let him get the beer.
But these are those.
But you went out of your way and
Yeah.
you knew you wanted to change, and then said, "No, get the lemon, lime, and bitters."
But these are the tests I was telling you about before the podcast. The tests, like you want to change your life, you want to do something, you can ask the universe for it, and it'll fucking give it to you. It'll present these opportunities for you, but it'll test you. It'll say, how much do you want
How
this?
bad do you
Because
want it?
you can have it, but I'm just going to test you a couple of times. You want money? I'm just going to send you to a bit of a broke stage, and you're not going to have any money, but I want you to keep doing what you're supposed to be doing in these broke times, or you're fucked. No, I'll go back to my old ways and blah, blah, blah. Same with the drinking. Like, I want to give up drinking. Well, here's an opportunity to go have a beer with a mate. Fucking, are you going to do the right thing? Or are
The
you
ball's
gonna,
in your court.
the ball's in your court. And
Yeah.
I'm forever, the universe doesn't give you what you want. The universe gives you what you are. And if you are someone who's a drinker, if you are someone who's not motivated, that's what you're going to get. So, like, and we talked about it before. Like, if you want to change the person you are, you have to become a different person. You can't just fucking keep doing the same things and think it's gonna. It's the definition of insanity: doing
Yeah.
the same thing and expecting a different result.
Oh, it's
Man, you're a fucking tripper, Branchy.
yeah,
I was having like I was like pretty anxious coming on here because I've listened to some of your stuff and you go some like fucking places.
That's my first Seth Rogen laugh today. But yeah,
You're a tripper, bro.
I'm a tripper. And I think that's good to be.
I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way.
No,
right?
of course.
well, we're at the start. I'm just going to change the subject. a
No,
little
that's
bit.
fine.
We're at the start of 2023,
Mm-hmm.
How did
and
that happen?
we're recording the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What you got? Any big goals this
Mate,
year?
Yeah, the
Like, maybe let's.
Okay.
That list will be long.
no.
Let's with the top 3 goals.
No, because I achieved every goal I set out to do last year.
Yep.
Which was I wanted to write a short film, which I did.
Where's
I did.
the whiteboard? I remember the whiteboard.
It's at home. It's above my computer. It's still there. So the goals last year were I wanted 10K downloads a month for the podcast. Actually, sorry, I had 4 goals and then I had podcast goals. So that was one of the podcast goals that we achieved, 10K downloads a month, which was awesome. But my goals
bro,
were
that's fucking awesome, bro.
yeah. So my my 4 goals. I'm just going to try and remember them. I've ticked them off now. So, it was write a short film, which I did. It was I can't remember. I ticked them all off. So I'll move on to the next. So I don't know, but I achieved all 4 of the goals that I set out to do. So I've set out, I think, 4 new goals for this year. It was write and film a short film that I've written. It was climb a mountain, which I climbed the fucking first morning. So tick the box straight away. Got to go home and tick that one actually. Full time with the podcast, this one can't be very important. Can't remember. There's one more goal. I can't remember what it was. But then I have ongoing sort of like aspirations, like maintain a healthy life balance with my daughter and work and social life. Keep an income going. Like I've got a list of about 7 or 8 sort of ongoing goals. And then I've got sort of daily rituals, whereas like meditate, exercise, eat healthy, those sorts of things. And I tick them off daily as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's great having to-do lists and checklists and stuff, but I find having them there
Holds you accountable.
Yeah, 100%. Holds me accountable to where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, again, it's one of those things, like when you sort of the mantras for like manifestation. It's not one of those things where it's magic. It's just like every now and then I've set that goal and I see it every day, but I don't realize I'm looking at it, and then I find opportunities to go down that fucking that path.
Do you do this shit? Like, do you actually do all that stuff every day?
Yeah.
Get off.
So, like, self-admittedly, and I've said this a few times, the meditation is one I'd like to do more often. I try to do it daily, but also I'm a single dad. So sometimes trying to find the time to do it or forgetting. I just simply forget sometimes. But generally, every morning I'll wake up. I'll depending on whether Scotty's awake or not, but I'll wake up. I'll go make me coffee, and as I'm making me coffee, I'll set down a checklist of about 20 things I want to achieve that day, and that's everything. I don't just put work. I put everything in there. So I put morning coffee on there. So the morning coffee, run, do my schedule. That's all part of it. So it feels like I'm ticking boxes at the start. But then I'll go have my vitamins. So I'll have my zinc, I have my creatine, and I'll have my filtered water, or my lemon water every single morning, and some apple cider vinegar. And that's like a little routine to begin with. Then that's when I have my coffee, make my list, what I want to do. And generally on that, it's either run, gym, or meditate. Run, gym, or sauna. And generally I'll have 2 of them on the same day, every single time. And then meditation's on there every day. I don't always tick off meditation.
Living the dream, Branchy.
I'm really enjoying the sauna, and
The sauna's...
You got the ice thing happening now.
yeah, and I've one of my small little goals for this year is every day that I'm home is to start the day with a 3-minute ice bath.
And that's one I wanted to add to mine. Just
Yeah.
like obviously I don't have I could just go buy a bin, I guess. But I think I was going to start with the goal of one yoga session, 1 ice bath, and 1 meditation a week minimum.
Yep.
I think that's not setting the bar too high. Yeah. Maybe I could set it more with meditation, because I think the meditation is fucking important for your sort of centering yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes it's just 5 minutes, you know?
It's funny, like every day, what is it? We're on day 13 now, so 13 days of ice bath starts. It's the first thing I do.
They found you.
Now. But it's like a little process every morning, like, of climbing over these walls, of like waking up and like, yep, I've got to go do it.
But and these things I love, that the way I feel after I've done that, it feels like a sense of achievement just by 7 o'clock, and I've ticked 7 boxes before Scotty's even awake.
Yeah.
I can't do that if I'm hungover. I can't do that if I'm feeling rusty because I smoked a joint the night before. I can't do that if I've been eating like shit, because you feel sluggish and lethargic. So for me, the eating well, the drinking lots of water and less alcohol and whatnot, it's also contributing to that side of things.
You make it sound so easy.
It's hard. My wife tells me every day, you got to drink more water. For the amount of training and exercise I do, maybe it's another small goal I can put on there. Is just,
look at today.
Do you carry the flask? Is
no.
it like, the people carry the water bottle?
Yeah.
Kind of thinks helps them drink more.
Yeah, no, I don't. But even today could have been so easy for me to message you guys going, hey, I had to fly in from fucking Perth, from Melbourne this morning, and then I had to go take my daughter to fucking her classes, and then I had to go do all this, and then we had to fuck up here with the system. And
They were your tests.
They were the tests. I've technically got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's fucking, what is it? Is it nearly 10? It's 9:40, and it's so easy for me to just say, nah, I'm not doing this. We're gonna step back. But I have become disciplined, and I think it's due to seeing like the bad side of it. The guy who knows he can be disciplined and knows he can do this stuff, and then doesn't, and there's nothing wrong with a couple of lazy days. Don't get me, and rest. But the biggest thing I've sorted is just taking away TV.
But you also become disciplined with some small things, and it grows, eh?
Yeah.
It gets easier.
Oh, 100%. It's baby steps.
People say to me, like, how do you train every day? Like, how do you go to train? Like, if I go and do a concrete job, how do you go to work? How do you go and train after that? It's like, it's just discipline.
Well, I didn't want to go for a run before I came here.
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do the run tomorrow, and then I'll go to the gym tomorrow as well. I'll just do 2 extra. And then I thought, well, fuck it. I've got an hour to spare between the podcast and this. Why wouldn't I just go for a run? A little half an hour fucking 6K run around the lake. Just do it. Just get it done. And
just small things, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on some of those small things this year too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. After.
Yeah. What are your goals?
I was going to say the same thing because you've had a fucking rough run.
Oh mate,
Dropped a bombshell on us before.
I'd say 2022 was a roller coaster from hell.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I thought I was getting ready for this massive, like, goal ticking year of like returning to international racing. You know, like flights and everything become more accessible, and it was quite the opposite. You know, so like, and these negatives, things that I take negative happen, you know, have also highlighted positive things and made me changes like moving forward. You know, like even small things like I noticed tonight we'll podcast at 7, and I'm like, nah, sorry lads, it'll be more like 7:30, which gave me enough time to go home and help the missus cook dinner, have dinner with the family, and then come to the podcast. Whereas I know last year, I would have selfishly just put myself first and just rang the missus and said, look, I got this podcast to do for like work, networking, I'm out. Yeah. You know, and left him by himself. But like I'm making a conscious effort to, you know, do the 1%ers better at home. I think that karma comes back to you as well, because if you, again, I talk about the universe as a fucking thing that actually responds, but I don't mean it as in an actual entity or anything like that. I mean it as in, you know, just karma, what goes around comes around. You put in the right work and you do the right things happen. Oh, yeah, it's got to. And by you going back and spending time with your kids and your wife, it's not only good for them, it's good for you. Yeah. Yeah. Gave me, you know, like I'd come from 2 hours of swimming lessons and just broke it up, you know, like gave me some time with them, switch off, come here, be fresh. Speaking of your training, have you thought about doing an ultra or something like that? As in an ultra marathon, just running. Yeah, is that new ultra tri? Yeah, I'm more interested in. Yeah, I'm kind of. You fucking tagged me in that. I think maybe or sent it. Yeah, like, bro, I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'd be really interested in doing like. There's some extreme triathlons. They rustle my feathers. I'd really like to tick them off. Yeah. So would you do it in the way that like I would do it in regards to you just want to get it done, or would you want to do it at an elite pace? I think that's built into me. Yeah. I think I want to. Could you do it? Like you're a pro. You got a race. Yep. That's how you pay your bills. Yep. Like you couldn't just say time out. I'm going to go do this ultra now. Like you'd have to do that after your window as a pro is closed, surely. Yeah, it's definitely I definitely want to do an ultra Ironman. Yeah. It's like at the top of my list, but yeah, it has such a big effect on a year of training. What's in an ultra Ironman? Like how far is that? Or it varies, I guess. I think it's over 2 days. 3 days. I think. 3 days? Yeah. And it's a 10K swim, and it must be. They split the bike. Must be they do them differently every way, but yeah, but it must be. I think day one's a 10K swim and maybe 250K ride, and then 64K run. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. The one in Perth there's a new one. They do the swim and then a bit of a ride. Yeah. And the next day they do a massive ride. I think it's like 300 and some odd Ks. It's the first time they've run it in April. Yeah. I don't want to name drop because I'm not doing it. And then 64K. Are you doing it? I wanted to, but no. How did you feel after your 50? I felt fine. It's not that bad, eh? 50. But like I paced it pretty well, and yeah, like once I'd hit the marathon, like things started to hurt a bit. But yeah, I did it. Because I've never run a marathon. Like I've run an ultra, but you have stop points. And weren't you training him for a marathon? Yeah, because that was the goal. Initially, the goal was to do a marathon, and the first marathon I wanted to do my first marathon under 3 hours. Like that was a goal. Like I thought, if I'm going to train, that's right. I'm going to fucking train hard, and I'm going to qualify for like Boston Marathon or whatever. I think also someone told you couldn't do it.
Yes, probably you or fucking
No,
Corey.
I supported it.
Yeah. Corey probably fucking he tells me I can't do fucking anything. So and I keep ticking boxes. So but
well, he can't go under 10 hours.
yeah. So but I like to if someone says I can't do it, I'll do it, and don't use that as a thing to say you won't fucking do this. But like I do like to. If I say
that's how I got clean.
Is it?
Will he do an Ironman?
If he wants to, I reckon.
I don't know if he could.
Oh fuck off, Carl.
You know what though? I'll go the other way because fucking what he's done. If he says he's going to do it, chances are he's probably going to.
This is the thing. Like Delby says it from time to time on the pod. He's like, I'm sick of us. We always say we're going to do something and then we don't do it. But I also make the point to him: we do fucking 20 times more things than other people say that they're going to do. If that makes sense. So like we might say we're going to do 50 things and we'll do 40 of them, and he'll go, those 10 things. Oh, we didn't do that. We said we were going to do that and we didn't do that. I'm like, well, fucking most people wouldn't do 3 of them.
Yeah.
You know, like we're sort of, I think we're pretty good with what we achieve as a podcast, but definitely me, like I'm one of these people who, if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I get it done when I say I'm going to do it. I might say I'm going to fucking, I don't know, it could be even with like at home life. It could be, I'm going to do the washing. Yeah, I might not do it when I say I'm going to do it, but I'll still do it. But everything, like with everything, I like to do those sorts of things. I like to try to hold myself accountable, but not judge myself if I don't achieve it or don't get it done. But
I'm just trying to look up exactly what is involved in Ultraman.
I'm doing less is more. Less is more this year.
Less is more. Yeah. So, like minimalism style?
Nah, like I mean, I'm just not setting any big goals.
Okay, yeah.
Like my only goal this year is to be more active in my own recovery.
Yep.
Which means just being fucking connected to people that are also in recovery.
Through Tenacious House?
Through Tenacious, through friendships I've made along the way, through, I do stuff, some men's groups and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's because I've taken a step back with having my kid. And yeah, you just start to run a bit rough and people have noticed. But I just, like, having Jaden was such a journey for us, like IVF, and we didn't think it was going to happen. And like I fucked up so badly with my eldest boy. Like he's my salvation. I love that boy more than anything else on this planet. But like our relationship's not good, especially at the moment. And kids are only little for so long,
Yeah.
And I don't want to fucking miss these years, man. Like I've stepped back from Bootcamp, and the guys there are so fucking awesome. They're so loyal, and they understand that why I've done it. I just don't want to make the same mistakes again,
Yeah.
I wasn't present with Andre. I was still drinking and fucking all the other shit I was doing.
Yeah.
And
and what's the scenario there? Does he resent you for those sorts of things, or?
I don't know. He's 16. I don't think he knows, but we're not as close as I'd like to be.
Yeah.
I'd love to try and rebuild that relationship back this year, but it's kind of balls in his court now. Like I said, I love him to bits, but
does he know the whole scenario, like the dark places that you'd come from?
Oh yeah, like the best thing I think I've said to him recently is, if you go out and you don't want to drink, just use me as your scapegoat as to why you don't want to.
Yeah.
And I know that, and it's a valid reason. I did it with my mum when I didn't want to tell people I was a fuck up, So I just go, my mum's an alcoholic, I don't drink. But now I'm a bit more ballsy, because when you tell someone that, they just don't fucking ask any more questions. But yeah, I don't want to have any more regrets in life. And my biggest regret is what happened with my son, my eldest. And I just don't want to fucking do it again. So
yeah,
less is more for me.
I think it's is it Jordan Peterson's got that speech, and you see it became a little viral clip or audio that people would put on put behind the backing
Of their own video.
of their own videos of their own kids,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was basically just saying, they're they're
I
younger than
made
the,
one.
Yeah, younger than the
I
age of
used it.
4 or
Yeah,
whatever
that's
for
it.
only for so long, and you only get that chance for 4 years,
Yeah.
and then they start to get older and bigger and stuff.
It's funny, I stuck it on the Bootcamp thing and we got more hits on that than any fucking fitness video I've ever put up there.
Trending audio. That's why. Trending audio.
Hey, I think I told you that.
Yeah. But that sort of stuff. It's true. Like they are only that age for so young, for so long.
Man,
and
I remember getting emotional when I first heard that audio.
Yeah.
Like thinking, fuck yeah, like that's so true. You know? And I'll fucking panic at night thinking, fuck, did I do enough? Was I present enough? Mobile phones are the worst fucking invention ever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I get bad with it,
Worst
because
habit.
all my work's on it, and then between work and scanning, you're like having a look at it, like what's going on everywhere.
Or that basketball video you showed us before.
Yeah, I get this like sense of almost imposter syndrome because I post a bit on like my Instagram story, things that I'm doing with my daughter and stuff like that. One, I start to think, fuck, is this me just doing it to make people think I'm doing that? Like that goes through my head. Is that a subconscious thing I'm doing? I don't know if it is or not, but I don't know. I guess I'm addicted a bit to social media and whatnot as well. But
It's hard to get away.
I found myself the other day, last Sunday, a friend of mine's moving to Mexico, so we went for dinner. We went out and I dropped Scotty off for babysitting, and I hate leaving her. When it's my day with Scotty, I hate leaving her, and I hate squandering those times with her. But I understand it's necessary sometimes. Like I'll have work, or I'll have, I've got to have my own social life and stuff as well. But that day, so we went to the beach. We came home. We washed my car. I taught her how to ride a bike, or helping her ride her bike without the training wheels.
That's cool, eh?
Yeah. We went to the shops and we had some food. We got some sushi and stuff like that. We had a really big day. And I finished that day when I dropped her off, and I still felt like I hadn't been there enough with her and for her. But I'd done when I thought back on it, and I said that to one of the lads at thing, I was like, no, I did a lot. But I still had this underlying feeling of like, I could have done more with her. I got to be more present. I guess the in-between moments where you're on your phone or you're just letting her play with toys and stuff. And then I realised, like, my parents let me go out the backyard and play with my toys, and they don't sit there and play with me the whole time. So why am I expecting me to do that? But I don't know. I just have this underlying guilt for...
Yeah, bro.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what... And it's almost... I feel like maybe am I there too much? Am I making her feel like I need to be there to help her with everything? Is that gonna hinder her in life? I don't know. Like
I said earlier, like I'm negative anyway, so I could have been the perfect dad and probably still found something that I fucking did wrong and honed in on that.
This is what I was going to say. I was like, or do we need to look at it a different way and say, like, rather than like, what didn't you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
Yes, Kappler.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's definitely and again, that's what the realization I had when I was at the pub with me mates, having the chat, saying that, I was like, actually, no, I've just listed fucking 4 or 5 things I've done, and they're outdoor activities, getting active, being present with my daughter. Like, I can't sit there on my phone while I'm trying to push her on a bike. I can't sit there on the phone while I'm swimming with sharks in the water. I can't, be on my phone when, we're playing at the park and stuff like that. So for whatever reason, there's this underlying thing in my head that I think the phone's getting in the way of being present with my daughter. But in the end, like, if she'd be playing in the backyard or fucking playing with friends or something, like I was off playing with friends all the time.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
wasn't.
have fucking phones then.
I don't know what my parents were doing. Like when you think back on it, I don't know what my parents were doing when I was off playing with kids. Like,
Yeah, what did they do with
they
that?
probably just
Well, my mum was
did they sit there and
my
watch
mum was usually
TV?
passed out by 10:30. So the true
Yeah,
story.
but what did they do?
My mum drank.
No, yeah, I know, but
Parents.
parents, like, you didn't have a...
My
yeah,
dad
sit there and have a
worked.
scroll.
But my dad was a runner, so he'd be out running.
Yeah, I don't know.
They would encourage us to go out.
Yeah.
Get outside.
What for, though? What were they doing when we were
yeah.
out?
Oh,
that's what I want to know. I don't know. Maybe
because they didn't have phones.
they didn't have phones, TV. I don't know. Dad would stay at home and watch the cricket in summer.
All 5 channels.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck knows.
Maybe you need to get your parents on here, Branchy.
Yeah, I don't
You know, even we're talking about spending more time and that together. Like, it's a major goal of mine this year. And I've actually let it dictate where I'm going to race and when I'm going to race. And, like, rather than me doing a heap of racing and being away from home, I've cut back the racing, and now I've chosen races where I can make sure that, like, Beck can share the journey with me, you know, come experience the place, or the kids can come, you know, like that. I've let that choose my race season rather than being selfish and just doing exactly what I want to do.
That must be so hard, like, because the level of, or the time-consuming factor in your training, like, the guilt must kill you.
Oh, it does. Like, they have to be so selfish at times.
It's a very selfish sport.
And yeah, massive goal of mine this year is trying to manipulate everything so it's not like that. Yeah, I know at times it does. Like, you know when you're within 8 weeks of a big race that's a goal race of yours, maybe then it's time to lean a bit towards yourself and the training and the small things. But yeah, when a race is 16 weeks away, like, you know, if you cancel a training session to go shoot hoops with your daughter, then just let it be.
And because and this is where that connection comes in, not just with your kids and your partners, but your friends and whatnot. You need them, and the whole idea that I used to push this, like, early on when we first met, was to chase your dreams. You should be doing what you love. Blah 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 blah. And at the cost of what? Because if you chase your dreams and achieve your goals, what does it mean if you lose all connection and all friendships and all relationships that were most important to you? So it's about having a healthy balance. I understand that people want to achieve their goals and they have aspirations, and that's fucking great. I have aspirations, I have goals, and I see everyone who starts down that path of do what you love or chase your dreams or fucking go fucking get it, and, you know, that sort of, you know, motivation mindset. They eventually come back to a point like, what the fuck does it mean if I don't have anyone with me?
Do you think it's
exactly this hit me? You know, like I said, you know, I raced in first time I'd ever been to Texas, and I raced Texas. Texas, cool place, great Ironman, great environment, and, you know, like, I had to tell my wife about it or show her photos. And then this year I decided, like, well, if I'm going to go back, I want you with me. So then I don't have to tell you, and I can share it with you. And I also realised that one of the key things for me getting ready for a race is what Beck does for me.
Yeah. Do you think that's a thing that, you know, because we mix in similar circles, we're similar ages, so we're sort of learning these sorts of things as we go, and it's just a natural progression. You start to realise family, friends, relationships are important to you, and when you're younger, you think it's just goals, fucking living the dream, fucking being, you know, a baller. And you think that's what it is? Or do you think that's just a natural progression of where society's going, where they're starting to go, hey, everyone wanted that dream, everyone wanted that life, and now it is becoming a bit more of a more popular sort of way of thinking as to connections, family, friends, just being happy with life.
I don't know. I don't even remember my 20s.
Yeah.
I can't even remember my Andre being a baby because I was fucking drunk all the time. Like,
so you can't remember how you would feel then as opposed to now.
Like, he was like the biggest motivation for sorting my shit out.
Yeah.
He was my salvation. A lot of pressure to put on a young kid, but like, I've looked. Of those videos I didn't even know they were. I didn't even know I had them. And they're videos of him when he was like 1-2 years old. And I'm watching them through the video camera, and I'm going, I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
It must be hard because, like, you're talking about that, and then I'm trying to think, you know, running through some memories of growing up with both my daughters. And, like, there's things there, like, you know, like her falling asleep on you in the shower, and you're both in the shower, and it's just like
Mm.
one of the coolest moments. It must be like hard for you to look back on that stuff, and it's like that the Jordan Patterson moment. It's gone.
It is gone, man.
Yeah, it's a very fleeting moment in life, and you can't get it back. And
No, I fucked it. There's no other way. I fucked those years.
but is this that lesson that you were talking about? Like, and it sounds disrespectful to say that your first child was a lesson, but if you don't learn the lesson from the mistakes you made with that, you could make the same mistakes with the next child.
Absolutely.
And if you have 2, 3, 4 kids,
There's no more
because
kids,
it's not
Branchy.
just not for you, but like for any other
Do you
person.
think? I think that becomes a lot of our problems. Like, the people just having a kid, same mistake. At least James has taken ownership
Yeah.
of what's happened
I
and is
feel-
making a conscious effort into changing.
I just feel really blessed to have the opportunity to do it again.
Yeah.
And to do it properly
Mm.
and in stable environment, and I just don't want to fuck it up or regret it.
Mm.
And no more regrets, man. That's it.
Did you think, like, so I'm hearing this a lot, these messages, and I don't know whether it's one of those sorts of things where you start to see it everywhere because that's what you're doing, like the red car, you're looking, you see the red car everywhere when you buy the red car sort of thing. But
Next level, every car's red.
yeah, so I'm seeing fucking red cars everywhere. And when I say that, I mean I'm seeing all these people who are fucking getting it. They're fucking chasing after their dreams, but also finding this happy balance of like, nah, I know what's important to me now. And it's fucking
Yeah, but you
family and friends and connection.
Yeah, you start to attract that. Yeah,
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah.
I'm just seeing it because that's where my mindset's changed.
you go and buy the car that you wanted,
Mm.
and then you're like, fuck, everybody's got that car.
Yeah.
You attract. It's
Yeah. So it's always been there. So
Yeah.
It's just, now I'm seeing other people do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's that one thing that's my biggest regret when it comes to the whole business is thinking that what I thought was best for everyone.
Mm.
It's like thinking a diet is best for everyone. Like, we all have different allergies. I've gone back to meat recently. Did I tell you that?
no,
No,
So like I've just literally on New Year's Day.
because you were
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, how long?
5 years.
yeah.
And I don't know if I'll stick with it. I liked being vegetarian. I just did all my bloods. So I'm curious by nature. Very curious person, I think. And I just was like, well, I should see what the difference will be. So I went and got all my bloods done last week, and they came back. Everything was really good. He actually said, "Do you supplement with vitamin D?" And I was like, "No, I go and
Into the sun.
go to the beach."
I live in Western Australia.
And he said the only thing that was in any way an issue was the iron levels because of being vegetarian. But he's like, they're in the good level. They're at the low end of good.
That just frustrates me. Like, you get COVID,
Yeah.
stay inside.
Yeah. Vitamin D. And
Don't-
vitamin D is one of the key indicators of...
Don't get any sunlight.
Oh, my goodness. It's fucking... But yeah, no, a perfect example. But
But even
So
goes
I-
back to where you were saying just before about, what's changing to make us think different, or like,
yeah.
for me, I think we discussed a couple of things earlier, and we'll save them for another chat. But like, I had a hell of an experience on my last trip to the US,
Yep.
and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Mm.
I'm like, I'm so far from my fucking wife and kids, and they're not sharing any of this journey with me.
Mm.
I'm like, this is fucked.
Mm.
And like, that negative thing has now changed. Like, I'm like, how can I share it with them
Yeah.
more?
And
That's right. You FaceTimed us at the basketball.
Oh yeah,
She was-
like even just small things like that. Like I've been there all season for her. Like I one of the things she loves her basketball at the moment, so I try and move all my training so that I can make it to the basketball.
yeah.
Even if that means riding to the basketball, watching the basketball in my cycling kit, and being the odd dad, and then riding out.
Mm.
That
Um,
is fucking awesome.
yeah, I make a conscious effort to be at all her games and
That's
stuff, and
fucking awesome.
you know I've stood in the St. Stephen's Stadium, ball sweaty fucking cycling kit, feeling like a spanker, and but I'm happy I'm there for her, you know. And when she looks at you and sees that you're there, and her eyes light up, and she wants to play the best basketball ever.
And that's that whole. That's where my mindset has changed in regards to trying to like reach financial freedom or something like that, or trying to chase something to reach happiness. Realizing you've got happiness no matter where you are. I could have been happy fucking working sheet metal fabrication. I could have found a way to be happy. Like, the happiness would be here. The happiness would be the connections I have with the people I work with. The happiness would be the joy I can, the perspective of joy I can make out of creating this nice bit of sheet metal. Whatever the fuck I want to do, I can make myself happy. It's all subjective. And I think the ultimate form of happiness and the best way we can have happiness is connection. And I think... although I'm very happy with the leap I've made and the jump I've made into that, I've now realised I didn't need to do that to be happy in the first place.
Bro, like, I fucking envy you guys. I can't.
You can't? You need it?
I've got a void. Like, no, I just can't. I've got, like, fuck. I've got everything. Man. Like, everything. Don't I, man? Like,
Yeah.
I've got... like,
everything you could want.
More than I fucking deserve.
More.
Man.
Yeah.
Right? I got the house. I got the wife, I got the kids, I got the business, I got
Your
the
health.
career, I've got accolades, you know, like...
Do you think...
And I've just got a void. I can't fucking see it, man.
So do you think...
I can say it, and my wife will be like fucking fist pumping if she listens to this.
Yeah.
Because she says it to me all the time.
Yeah.
And I've just got, like, you can fucking say I can be happy. Like, I've just got a fucking void, man.
Because I'm pretty sort of optimistic sort of person, happy-go-lucky sort of bloke, so I can find positives in negatives. But my ex-wife, she had, I think, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but she had the vision of, like, this is what I think we need to be happy. You know, like, I want the house, the white picket fence, the car, the dog, the family, all that. And I wanted that as well. Like, it's the vision. It's it's what you're sold as is what's the dream. And then when you get it, you then realise, oh, that's not what it was. And then I then automatically went, well, if that's not what it is, it must be because I'm not doing what I love. I should make my lifestyle happy. I should make my fucking everyday life happy. And now I've realised that's not even it. The happiness has to come from in here. And it has to be, I mean, if I knew exactly how to get it, it wouldn't be a fucking problem. You just tell everyone how to do it. But I think it's more of a just being... I don't want to say at one with yourself, but it's a way of, like, being okay with, I think, just everything, and okay
being
with
true and following your path.
Yeah,
like,
understanding that every part of it's part of the journey, because this is fucking
the good and the bad.
Like I said before, like, we are here for a very fleeting
man. I told you 2022 was a roller coaster. I don't know why half the shit happened.
Yeah,
but, like, hopefully, it might be 3 months now, might be 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, might be 5 years, but hopefully it'll become clear at some time, because I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you already nailed it, man.
Yeah.
You were fucking in America, missing those girls.
Yeah, what does it all mean? Like, you can chase your fucking passion of being a professional triathlete, traveling the world, doing all these things and testing your body and testing your strengths.
Yeah.
That's great. But what does it mean if you're not there with the people you love the most?
Yeah.
And you've won one.
Yeah. And
what one you win?
Which one are you talking about?
Didn't you win Cairns, or what's the one in your house? The picture?
Oh, no, that's just like, that was the first time I qualified for Hawaii.
Just qualified.
Kona.
Yeah.
Classic.
You know, like, and I would sit down with the calendar with none of my family there and design my season around what was best for me.
Yeah.
Not include, doesn't matter what anyone else was doing. And now, you know, like, I'm glad I've grown up a little bit and I'll sit with that calendar and plan some races with my wife.
Yeah, and this is an upsetting part of my start of my year because I did this last year. I planned ahead, and I did similar thing. I had realised I'm planning everything around Scotty, everything, and I got asked to do a heap of fringe dates, and I planned it around the opposite weekends that I had Scotty to make sure that I was with her. I've fucked up, and I've done the exact opposite. I've fucked up my weekends, and now I can't change it now, and I feel dreadful, even though she's asleep. It's at night when she's in bed, but I feel horrific that I've literally scheduled on the weekends I have her.
Well, what about the saying though? I don't know if you know this saying, but you're no good to anyone else unless you're good to yourself first.
Yeah.
So if you don't do those things, and you'd get this with training, because I've heard Beck say it, that you're a fucking grumpy shit if you don't do your training.
Definitely.
And my Beck says the same thing to me, just because I'll go, I'm not going to fucking try and be a martyr. No, fuck it. I'm not doing it today. Just go, but what are the consequences if you don't?
Yeah.
Snowballs.
Yeah, because then you're a grumpy shit.
And then you're pissed off at work.
And you're with your kids, but you're not with your kids because you're pissed off and you're, I should have just fucking got on my bike. Like, you know? So.
Yeah, it is one of those ones where if, the happy balance.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what we're all seeking, isn't it? It's a happy balance. It's a life balance. And we're all just seeking happiness.
And I think we say all that, but there is a time where the seesaw's got to go to you too.
Of course.
To be healthy.
Of course.
And that's what getting the balance right is.
Yeah.
You know, taking when you need it. Because I guess, you know, at the times if you take it and you need it and you give yourself that time, then when the seesaw goes the other way, you're more present.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly like what I was talking about with that day when I spent with Scotty.
Yeah.
Still did the 4 or 5 things with her and was very present, very into it. And then the other, when I was not with her, if I was on my phone, if I was working, if I was watching TV, relaxing, whatever the fuck I was doing, I can't remember, but I remember thinking I could have been there. But no, that's my time as well. I need to have my time because if I'm not my best version of me, then I'm fucking not my best version of me for my daughter and for the people around me.
And then like doing things for yourself, like the running, the looking after yourself, eating better, your little routine, like they'll pick up on all that. And they'll learn that it's okay to look after themselves as well.
It's funny, like I bus 100, I did that with COVID, didn't know, so I didn't really enjoy that one.
Oh, I did my 100-kilometre marathon with COVID as well.
You always find a way to drop that 100 back in there.
Sorry.
But
did you do the Busso 100?
I did.
Was that a 100 run or was that?
No.
So what's the?
No, I think Branchy wanted to.
100. Did you guys know I ran 100 kilometres?
But so I went into the one I just did. So that the time I look back on, and I say it to Beck as well, my wife, like that first half that I trained for, when I was training and I was like doing this thing, I was so fucked. I thought I've fucking made it. This is it. And I've been chasing that feeling ever since, right?
Yeah.
And I did my worst half time-wise that I've ever done, the last one. And the day before, I called up a mate. And I was like, I shouldn't even be doing this. I haven't done the work. Like, my back's sore. Like, I think I'm going to pull out. Like, probably the same shit I did with you. And he was like, gave me the
I thought you might have been talking about a conversation you had with me.
went through the scenarios of like, well, this is what could happen if you. And I thought, fuck it, I'll just go. And fuck, I had a good time though. Like, I just enjoyed like being there. I took the watch away. I took all time pressures off myself and just tried to get up in the atmosphere.
What's the feeling that you're chasing though? The recreation of the sense of achievement. I
don't know what I'm fucking chasing.
The darkness.
Oh God, I don't know.
Because I feel, and now I am going to bring up the 100 for example. I put myself in that dark place, and it's fucked. There is dark moments, and the couple of people who came on the run, in certain moments, seeing me cooked. You go ups and downs, highs and lows.
And he's talking about the 100 he did.
Yeah, but that's
Have you heard about that 100?
but that's because you don't do the training.
So but
It's where you do 80 and then 20.
so those hard moments though, I think I keep chasing that, and I keep trying to recreate different challenges and put myself. And I was talking to a friend about this, and I was like, why am I chasing these dark moments? Why am I chasing these challenges? Because after that, I feel bulletproof. Like nothing can stop me. Nothing can get me.
Do you think it's like a test? Yeah,
I don't know. That feeling of being, I can't explain the pain and how I felt at certain points. I then reflect back on it 4 weeks later when I'm having a bad day, and just very momentarily, and I go, oh fuck, this ain't shit. This is nothing. And after a while, you become dead to that feeling again. It's gone again. So you're like, fuck, I need to do it again. Do you think that's the feeling because that sense of achievement after pain
or is it like a small addiction?
It could be.
Or what do we call it? A dependence.
It could be, because I think in the darkest moments you find out who you are. You find out if you're...
Oh, in the shittiest situations you find, mate, in the shittest situations you find everyone's true colours.
Those like doing Ironman and stuff, they're not my dark moments though.
But and that's what I was going to say. So my dark moment is I've put myself into a physically painful dark moment. But your dark moments are... I've
been in worse states than that. Try staying away for 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Nah, I don't know. I think I'm just trying to run so far away from the person that I was, so that all of the fucking dickheads that still to this day go, that guy's a piece of shit. That guy did this, that guy did that, can just get fucked.
Do you think at a certain point you need to, though, go, I don't care what they think?
Switch off from caring what they think.
And just care what you think.
And you know what? I say it all the time. Like,
do you think that's...
I put the persona out there that I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I'll put up this front.
But you do.
Of course I fucking do.
Do you think
it's all the fucking
Do you think that's
front,
what's
man.
creating the void?
Man, I've paid good money for therapy in the past. All I had to do was fix Branchy's computer.
Yeah. It is an interesting one. What is the void that you're chasing? And
just pickled.
But if we knew what the void is within it, it'd be such an easy fix for everyone. And who knows what that void, that thing that we're chasing is? I don't know what I'm chasing. Like, why the fuck am I doing a podcast? Like, why do I want to do this? Why?
You like being in the limelight, Branchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, but why? This is the thing. Like, and that's the interesting thing. Like, why the fuck do I run naked in theatres? Like, I didn't have to do that. I just thought it'd be fun and it would be like a big part of the show. Like, why do I do a 100-kilometre marathon? Why do I do anything I do? Like, why? Like, I don't have to do these to be...
Because it makes the journey.
If I really, really, really honestly wanted to do it, I wouldn't tell anyone. And I'd just do it. So the interesting thing is the fact that I feel like I need to tell people. And I am proud of my achievements and I'm proud of what I do. But like, if the fact that I feel like I need to tell everyone is probably like an underlying thing that I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it to tell people if I've done it.
Yeah. He's a professional athlete, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's chasing number one, right? It's the day I've met him.
Yeah, but why? What is it, an ego thing? What's that? What do you think?
No, because he probably could. He's got the potential.
Is it to be the best that you could possibly be, or is it just?
I think my goals have changed as well. Mm-hmm. You know, like I told you, things have changed. I just want to, I want to be the best athlete I can be, and help people along the way. Like show James what he's capable of. I want to experience maximum. I want to get the maximum out of my professional career, while maintaining, like a great family relationship, sharing like you know, at the moment, maybe triathlon chooses the journey for our family, you know, like where's the next race, you know.
So the people who like push this idea of like, so a way out of that is to have so much money that you can fly your family around and do all this sort of stuff. So financial freedom and having the finances
he's also
to do
got
it.
to have the talent. You can have all the fucking money in the world and no skill.
And again, this is the thing. Like, so that's what I was getting at was the money. Obviously, gives you a lifestyle that you like, but then if you didn't have the work rate and the effort and the talent to do what you wanted to do there, is that going to affect it as well? Like,
yeah, money would help.
Do you reckon?
Fuck.
I will never pretend that money doesn't help.
It must be that,
but it's not the source of happiness because
the hours and time you put into being a professional triathlete, we must be close to
not just a triathlete, but an Ironman.
We must be close to the most underpaid professional athletes on the planet.
Yeah, it's underappreciated work, really, isn't it? Like you're fucking.
But I also
there's no what. Like I look at that 100, and that's nothing compared to what you've done. A one Ironman scares the fuck out of me. Well, not scares the fuck out of me. I have no interest in doing it.
Because you can't.
No, do you know what?
You've got no interest.
No interest. Do you know why?
Really? Do you know? I'm like, I can't wait to do another one.
Do you know?
But I'm not jeopardizing, obviously, the time with my son.
It's an ego thing. The reason I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but do you know why? Because you're a fucking celebrity now, and you're all over social media, and you run naked through fucking halls, and people are going to be watching.
So he won't get the attention that he's looking for from
So-
just completing an Ironman.
No, well, yeah, and you're fucking not far off.
He's
the
like-
celebrity thing, you're way off.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm sitting next to Blake, and he does it kind of quick, so fuck
No,
it. No one's going to care of me doing one.
I know why I don't want to do an Ironman.
Why?
Is a lot of people do them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're easy. They're fucking incredibly tough.
Yeah.
And now I start to see everyone's doing ultras. Now ultras are boring me. The idea of ultras anyway, not boring me.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people are doing them. And when I see something that a lot of people do, I'm like, I then begin, and this is ego. This is all ego.
Well, I was just about to say it because it is fucking ego.
Yeah, it is. It's all ego. And why? Like, why do I like? Do you know what my next one is that I want to do? I want to climb a peak, and I don't want to climb a fucking shitty peak. I want to climb a peak where you got to fucking strap in, you got to chisel fucking things in the wall, and
what are you thinking?
I don't know yet. Like I thought of a fun one.
So that's your big goal for 2023?
No. Like I think this.
You got to train for that one.
Yeah, that's.
Branchy.
I think that's years of training and learning how to fucking scale mountains and
breathing,
doing
altitude.
it right. But why? Why the fuck do I want to go stand on top of a peak that I could die on? Why? It's ego. It's ego. It's all ego. Why do I go and why instead of just being sober on New Year's Eve and then waking up and going for a nice walk around the pond with my dog, did I go climb a mountain instead and take a photo? Ego. Do you know what I mean? So I still like doing these things, and I love the sense of achievement, and I love how it makes me feel. But I didn't. Again, if I really, really wanted to do it, I wouldn't tell anyone I'm doing. I'd just go do it.
Would you though?
Yeah. Yeah. If I really, really wanted to do it, yes.
But then did it even happen?
Well, yeah. Interesting.
Just put it on Strava.
But even that, for me, that would be like at least someone knows.
True story here. I cancelled Strava whilst training under you because I got so pissed off at looking at the other athletes going, why is he doing that today? And I'm not doing that today.
You were bad for that.
I took myself off.
Yeah. I don't think those sorts of ego things are an issue, though. I think they're fine to have.
It's just competitive, I think. Like, do you think it's ego or competitive?
Egos are dangerous.
Ego. When I say ego, I don't mean egotistical. I don't mean like. I mean ego as in the sense of almost in the spiritual sense, almost in the Buddhist sense, like the ego, the self-serving mind. You know, you're doing it for you. You're doing it for look at me, and again, I'm trying to detach the word ego from egotistical, like a fucking up yourself sort of bloke. But yeah, the ego, ego's important though for success.
Oh, 100%.
Confidence,
Yeah.
arrogance.
And then you, James,
Oh.
what, you got a big goal for 2023?
I just
We need to put something on this early in the year
Well,
podcast so
look,
that we can
I'm-
revisit it.
I'm doing Busso. Doing Busso 100. I'm doing Ironman.
Yeah.
I've signed up already for both of them.
Yeah, but so they're like, you've done them.
Yeah. So
Do you ha-
I'm ticking over this year. I just want to be with my youngest
Well,
as
that's
much
your
as
goal.
I can. That's my goal.
That's your major goal.
Like, you say less is more, but that's pretty fucking huge. And I don't want that guilt of...
So it comes back to now you got to balance it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do the Busso 100 and the Ironman's your personal goals for you as well.
Well, I'm
and
doing
then
I'm doing the half
at
in
the end of the
December.
year. Yeah.
And, you know, and I've said to Beck, and once, you know, Jaden's at school, then I can look to do an Ironman again, full Ironman. But, you know, there's heaps of things like I'd love to do.
Yeah.
I just, I can't commit to those things and jeopardise these few
Because
years.
the main goal's Jaden.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's quite similar to my goal. My goal, of sharing. Like, I just want to share this year as much as I can with those around me. You know, I've got not just my family. I've got some.
But isn't that...
I got some great people helping and supporting my career. Like, they helped me get to some start lines and are helping making this year possible. And, you know, I want to share the entire journey with them and make it.
Is that... What is that, though? All three of us have had the same realisation organically, independently. We haven't spoken, like, we don't speak much.
No.
We keep in contact from time. Like, it's not like I told you that was what I was wanting to do. It's not like you told him. Is this because we are similar mindset and we're going through the same sort of... And this is what I was getting at before. Is this... We're going through that same...
What you've just brought up now, I feel like is probably one of the most interesting parts of the podcast. It's like how you doing your thing, podcast. I'm a professional triathlete. You doing what, you know, your boot camp and, you know, you've just had a baby. Yet
Using his past traumas to basically make him...
Yet you ask us, all of our, you know, goals are based around a similar core value.
And I'm interested whether or not we've come to that realisation just because we're on a similar timeline path. And that's just the natural progression of what you sort of start to realise after a while. There's that connections and family and friends and every moment that you have with the people that you love is what's important. Or is it the fact that we are all in a similar mindset? We have that's just where we're at. Or is there something more to it? Is it people like, is there like, as in a broad sort of way of thinking is starting to...
It is interesting because
circulate amongst the general population.
I'd class you both as real good mates, but then, you know, the good mates that you're always going to be my good mate. But I wouldn't speak to you a heap through the year, and you know, I haven't spoke to you a lot, like, you know, even in the last 12 months or whatever since you had your baby, and we come to this very similar.
But that's potentially that's why we are still all good mates and we still keep in contact because you are similar mindsets and mine. I guess, but speaking of goals, you did say you've got training tomorrow morning.
Yes, I do.
And it's been a long podcast.
Got boot camp in the morning.
Yeah. Well, just quickly for the listeners, just give them a brief rundown for the people who haven't listened to the first ever episode. And about half an hour in, it really hit a bit of momentum in this episode. That's pretty good. But just give them a brief rundown of what you guys do. For your jobs, because you've built some pretty cool fitness-based initiatives.
I'll go first if that's cool.
Oh, so polite.
I guess it has to be.
I know Blake likes to talk. No, look, I word it when I'm working with the rehab guys is like, this is the gifts that have happened since I've come into recovery. And when I came in to the podcast the first time, or last time, and obviously met Blake, I did the first half under Blake's guidance, and then I got that ambassador thing, and that was fucking cool. Like that was the first time, and I didn't share what I shared tonight. I just talked about drinking because you can get away with that without as much finger pointing. So that's like really cool. I did the Ironman, which was fucking unbelievable, and I did pretty good, I think, considering. And I had a kid. I run Do Even Bootcamp. Now we've got 3 clubs in Perth now. We've got 1 in the UK. I got Fitness Australia's Trainer of the Year and runner-up in 2020 and got it in 2021. And that's pretty cool. I don't really talk about that much, but it's a pretty big deal. That's like number 1.
Yeah.
You know, so that was epic. And the most rewarding stuff I do is with the guys at Tenacious House. I've had to step back from that because, once again, I want to be with Jaden. But I think at the end of the day, like, I just want to fucking help people, like, come through the shit. And my path is definitely with junkie blokes, alcoholic blokes that want to fucking change. And just to go, like, if you fucking stop doing all that shit, you can do cool stuff like this. And I think that's kind of why I keep doing it, is because I just want to go, like, you can do things. Or I've kind of just found another way to fuck myself up, which is to go and do fucking Ironmans. Either way, it's better than smoking meth and drinking piss at 9 in the morning, isn't it?
It's funny because you've gone, not funny, but you've gone down that that path that Johan Hari, I don't know if you're familiar with his books.
No.
But his book Lost Connections, and he talks about things like the drug problem, the war on drugs, the drug pandemic that's going around, and it's he really put it down to one of the driving forces behind it was the lack of connection within people, and the lack of connection they were seeking, whether it's through people, whether it's through things they were enjoying. Like, there was different factors of connection, but the lost connections were one of the causes of that drive to become addicted and feel less, I guess. So it's interesting that you just want to help people as well, because that's all that connection that you can make with people. It's
you know, like, people laugh at drug addicts, especially meth users, and they're all tweaked out, and you see those fucking videos.
Yep.
You know, and they put like Ice Ice Baby songs and all that kind of shit to them, and it fucking gets millions of fucking laughs on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that shit breaks my heart. Like, I fucking think that poor fucking guy, you know? But, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a small percentage that probably think my way. But, yeah, and, you know, end of the day, I just want to be a fucking good dad. And hopefully my kids don't have to go through what I went through.
Yeah. Blake, you want to give us a rundown on BK?
On BK, yeah. It's an online coaching business, endurance sport. I also like that it ventures into a side of, like, life coaching. I think I really enjoy showing people how to, you know, create healthy habits, change their lifestyle a bit. And, yeah, I just happen to use what I love as the vehicle, as in triathlon. So I use swim, bike and run, and we teach them all about food choices, training, exercise, try and give them the tools to live a healthier life. And I believe, like, if you would probably say the same, you get healthy, you get fit, you give yourself some time, and everything becomes better in your life. Yeah, so we write online programs, and you can be anywhere in the world, and we can coach you and help you achieve your goals. And I sort of, you know, I built it because I enjoy helping people. And I'd have to say that probably one of my proudest moments is working with you for 2.5 years, and taking you from, you know, like, the story you explained tonight and bits and pieces you shared with us. We might only be like a small stepping stone at BK Performance, but I believe it was an important one. And a massive help. And I still share, like, one of the main stories I tell about the athletes we work with was you, and what we were able to come from and achieve in the end.
We had a cool run. Like, I wouldn't have done it without Blake.
Mm.
Like, I just wouldn't have. I tried. It was Beck that pushed me to him.
Mm-hmm.
Said, fucking go it. We just threw money at him and said, sort him out. But I remember going to Freo and doing that thing down there.
That was cool, eh?
You were fucking fit out
Yeah.
early days.
Early days.
Branchy. Yeah, that was fun.
Mm.
That was super cool.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming on, lads.